Hey friends, happy Friday. I hope you guys had an awesome week and I hope you're all settling in for Snowmageddon. We have to do a few things. First, before I even start, you guys, if you have chosen a word for 2019, please share it in the comments. I want to know what your word is. And if you want to share why you picked that word, that'd be freaking awesome. I'd love to know what your word is and why. So let's talk about this. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Brittany Budd. I am a leader, a coach, and a mentor, and I empower women to build confidence and create success so they can live the lifestyle of their dreams. What the heck is the point of having a word for a year? So last year, if I remember correctly, which is kind of the hard part of like picking a word for the year, you kind of tend to forget, especially as the end of the year kind of creeps up on you, right? Last year, my word was growth. And you guys, did that word ever set the intention for my entire year last year? I have done so much growth, more growth than I ever even imagined. If you saw my post earlier today, one of my dear friends, Heather Quizzle, she challenged me last year to write down 100 things that I wanted to do, see, and experience within the next 5 years. And you guys, I busted that list out today and checked through it, and I accomplished 25 out of 100 things in the first year. So technically I'm on track to be done in less than 5 years. However, it's important to not look back too often and only to look back to see how far you've come. Looking back at my list, there are lots of things on my list that I would not put on again. So when I go to do my list for this year, that stuff's definitely not going to be on there. Like one of them was like to buy a fancy camera and learn how to use it. I have no desire to do that anymore. Maybe someday in the future I will again, but that is not on my radar right now. It's so funny to see how things change. And, I've done lots of challenges. I've done lots of personal development. My business has grown exponentially and continues to grow. I've expanded into coaching. Things have just really come together and clicked. And I want to think that a lot of that came from me setting the intention 12 months ago by choosing my word of the year to be growth. And I think it's so important, if you are on a self-development journey, to choose a word for 2019. And it's not just picking flippantly a random word, you guys. It needs to mean something to you. It needs to be intentional for you. My word for 2019 is bold. And I chose bold, and then I dabbled briefly in changing it to abundance only because, we found out we're having another baby, so there's going to be 6 of us. And I manifested, I got the receipt the other day in my email. Rachel Peterson actually paid with her Amex card for me to go to Funnel Hacking Live in Nashville in 3 weeks. It was $1,000 US, and I really wanted to go, and I was able to manifest that. Not to mention all kinds of money and new clients and new customers and new teammates. So I thought maybe I will go with abundance. It would be awesome to have a really abundant 2019. But so many signs have been pointing, in my mind, for me to stick with bold. My favorite quote is, "Be bold and mighty forces will rush to your aid." And that's what I want to do this year. I want to be bold. I want to take, inspired action steps. I want to go out of my comfort zone, and I want to push myself outside of my normal boundaries so I can let mighty forces rush to my aid. So my word for 2019 is bold. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you already have a word, please share it. And feel free to share why you picked that word. And if you don't have one, I want to encourage you guys, start praying about it. Hey, Amanda. I told one of my friends to like look at a thesaurus. Like think of the things that you want to feel this year and the things you want to accomplish this year, and like check out a thesaurus and see if a word jumps out at you. And take it as, your motto for the year. So I hope you guys go ahead and pick a word, and like I said, feel free to share your word of 2019 and why you chose it. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you, Amanda. Do you have a word? Did you pick a word for 2019? I want to hear it. Drop it in the comments, sister. All right, you guys, have an amazing night. Enjoy your weekend, and I will be back tomorrow. I'll see you later. Mwah.